Hello, welcome to Conversations with the Commissioner. My name is Maggie Hart Stebbins, and I am privileged to represent District 3 on the Bernalillo County Commission. Today, I'm really pleased to be here with two amazing International District residents who are perfect examples of the grassroots organizing and grassroots activity that's going on in our community. So I'm really pleased to welcome Bernadette Hardy and Enrique Cardiel. Bernadette is the co-coordinator of the International District Healthy Communities Coalition. Enrique is the facilitator of the coalition, and I'm really delighted to have you here today. Thank you so much for joining us. And there's some great work that you have underway, and I would just love to hear you talk about some of your initiatives. So, Enrique, a couple weeks ago, you and I met at Wilson Park. There was a training going on helping people learn about your hypodermic needle cleanup program that you and the coalition started. So, can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, thanks for having us on, Commissioner. Syringes in the community has been a concern for a long time, and last year, Pastor Joanne Landry put out a bucket for people to drop off syringes, and actually it was a milk jug attached to the fence, just because she was hoping that would encourage people to leave it there instead of on the ground. And someone actually stole that, and so she's figured out something else with a 5-gallon bucket. But in the conversations we said, well, why don't we go out and pick them up? And so we felt we should have training, make sure we're having people do this in the safest way possible, because a lot of people have been doing syringe pickup on their own for years, just barehanded and throwing things, throwing them in the trash. And so we received some training. I received training from County Risk Management, and then the City Environmental Health Department showed up to an IDHCC meeting and trained the coalition on the safe way to pick up syringes. So we began in May picking up syringes. We've gone out more or less once a week since then and picked up 3,200 syringes so far. If you call 311 and have the city go out, and up until now it's been sending out a first responder, which is a unit with multiple staff people, that comes to an estimate of $70 a syringe to do it that way. So we've saved over $250,000 to local government by going out and collecting them with some paid staff and some volunteers, and sweeping entire areas at one time. We know this doesn't address the substance abuse issue, which is a symptom when you see the syringes. That's a symptom of the substance abuse. And that wasn't our intention. Our intention is to have community folks be able to be in charge of their environment by going out, picking up a park so they can feel comfortable with their children going out and using the park. Right. And so to have people feel good and comfortable about their environment, the International District Healthy Communities Coalition, the County Senior and Social Services Office, and the City Environmental Health Department are working together to be able to provide trainings.
How would a community find out when those are and how to connect with one?
So since this started with IDHCC, the training happens pretty much almost weekly, sometime during the day when myself or Bernadette or somebody else from the coalition is able to go out. And we send those out on email, and we post those on our Facebook page. And we've also done trainings at parks in the evening for other folks who are interested. And now with the request, they'll come at different times. So we're trying to keep that updated at the IDHCC Facebook page, at the Senior and Social Services page, which is still in process, and also with the City Environmental Health Department. The 311 would be a place to call and find out if there's a training coming up or how to connect with one of us to volunteer. Right. My email is ecardiel@bernco.gov. I'll spell that out, ECARDIEL@BERNCO.gov. I will respond, and if I can't provide the training, I'll connect with one of the other trainers that we have and just try to get folks that. And for the trainings, we usually provide the equipment. We are not able to give it away, but we can provide equipment for the training and explain to folks how they can do cheaper options, do it yourself, kind of from home options that are safe and effective.
Well, thank you for doing that. You know, as a commissioner, I hear from my constituents, businesses in my district, that this is an issue across Bernalillo County, that, you know, people are encountering used needles and don't really know what to do. So I want to thank you and Bernadette for your initiative in developing this programming and sharing it countywide, because it is a tremendous need. You know, these needles lying around, they're a public health issue and a public safety issue. And so you have, I love the fact that you have, you know, developed really a community-based response to that. So very grateful for that.